2023 looks to be a stellar year for new driver releases. We've seen a brand new Taylormade Stealth 2, a brand new Callaway Paradym and a brand new Cobra Aerojet, to say the least. Now, we have seen this before. This is the brand new Ping G430 Driver, and you may have seen this a few months ago depending where you live. Now, I'm going to put the cat amongst the pigeons very early in this video. I wasn't a fan of the Ping G425, I just wasn't. It didn't sound very nice. For me, it didn't perform that well. Yes, it was quite forgiving. So many people tell me, James, the Ping G425 has been the best forgiving driver for years, and they're probably about right, to be fair. But now we have a brand new all singing, all dancing Ping G430. It's jam-packed full of technology. It looks a whole lot better for me than the G425, and I've already hit this in the studio, guys, because we are going to talk numbers today, and it sounds incredible. Right, first up I have got the Ping G430 LS Tech. This is the driver that I would potentially be gaming. I've never used a Ping driver in the bag, ever. Never had one in. Could this be a first? I mean, to kick things off, that's probably the best driver I've ever hit on this hole. That is frighteningly good. Guys, there is so much technology in this brand new Ping. They have ditched a lot of the old school Ping traditions that I just didn't really like. You'll see we have got that carbon fly wrap on top now, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the conflict with it of that leading edge. I still hate those turbulators. For me, I just don't like them. I know Ping claim they help you with club head speed and whatnot. For me, I'm not a huge fan. I love the perimeter details on here. That really helps show off that 460cc. Look where that came out of, by the way. That's the first swing outside with this club. That is a great start. Now, Ping have one huge factor fighting in their corner for them this year, in my opinion, and that is the solid base and the solid name, the Ping G430. Ping have never really made a bad driver product, have they? If you think the G10, the G15, the I-25, the G400, the G410, the G425, they were all fantastic, apart from the G425 for me, but they haven't called it the Ping Scooby Steve or the Ping Action Man or the Ping whatever. They've stuck with the G and then a number, and I really, really like that, and I really like that. They are both going to be exactly the same. We've got quite a hard wind off left here. That is a favourable wind for me, but they're both in the fairway. They both felt really, really good, and that's one thing which, as soon as I got this product in my hands, I had to go and hit it in the simulator room to see how it felt, to see how it sounded. If Ping could nail their acoustics, have Ping nailed their acoustics? Yeah, then this could be the driver to beat in 2023. Oh yeah. Right, let's see if we can have a hat trick. I'm going to try and start this a bit straighter, not use the wind as much, maybe play it a little bit of a draw into the wind, because Ping have always been known for being forgiving. They've always been known for hitting fairways, not so much known for versatility. So let's put that to the test. All this new technology, yes, it sounds great. Can I play a little draw into the wind? Oh, stop it. Just stop it. That, honestly, is probably three of the best drives I've ever hit in quite difficult conditions, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it does help that they come out of there. But let me talk to you a little bit about the technology in this club, because I've been waiting so long to bring you this review, and there's one idiot that's brought you one already. Who, me? Who, me? So, just what technology is in this brand new Ping G430 range? You see, the first thing that I saw with this is that brand new T9S Plus face, and that is a shallower variable thickness face for It's thinner and generates faster ball speeds for Ping's biggest distance gain yet, which is quite a bold statement to make, to be fair. Our biggest distance gain yet. It also features the carbon fly wrap, which I mentioned right at the start of this video. That's exclusive to the 440cc LS Tech. The carbon fly wrap is a lightweight composite that covers the crown and wraps into the heel and toe sections to save weight, so Ping can, we hear this in so many products, strategically move weight around to make this club more forgiving and potentially generate more ball. As you may have seen, there are three different styles of head for this Ping G430. That's something which Ping have always done really, really well. They've catered for the masses, so you have the LS Tech, the driver for people who want to hit high bombs with low spins, such as kind of tour players, lower handicappers with higher swing speeds. Also the G430 Max, which is your kind of standard, really nice forgiving driver. And then the G430 SF Tech, the straight flight technology, for people who struggle with that bit of a slice, with that kind of over fade that you don't generally like. Now these 3 shots are honestly stupidly consistent. We have one just there, another one just there, and then the third one just down there. All 3 pretty much in the fairway, and all 3 front to back dispersion wise exactly the same. Now that wasn't an easy tee shot with this wind, but we've opened the hole up with all 3 tee shots. That's what Ping have done so well in the past. It's just easy. Nothing in golf's easy, but it's easier. Now, the driver also features something which is called spin consistency, which it doesn't take a genius to work out, means consistent spin. That's something which could be levelled at Ping in the past, that maybe they've been a little bit too high spin, kind of longer drivers haven't used them because maybe they wouldn't get their longest possible drives. Well, here we have a drivable par 4, which we're going to have a few goes at and see into the wind if the spin consistency can properly work. We need to get all of these because we are straight into that wind, but after those first tee shots I am full of confidence. That's something which buying a Ping driver can distill in you. Not that I would know, but I've been told by people who come for lessons that it does just feel that bit easier. Like I said earlier, not easy, but easier. Can we get on there? That's the perfect line if it's long enough. I've not heard anything. We'll go again. I'm going to try this time to take more of the tiger line and hit a straighter shot so the wind won't affect it as much. That's another one which should be there or thereabouts if it's long enough. Those are definitely spinning up into the wind a little bit. I would like to see much more of a knuckleball into that wind. When testing such as the Cobra Aerojet and the Callaway Paradym, I've had much more of a kind of knuckleball flight into the wind. So certainly something which I've noticed. I will be comparing all these clubs this year. I've pulled that. That's the safe line. Didn't really feel confident with that into the wind. That is a little bit of a downer for me. Guys, let's jump in the studio. Let's talk numbers for this Ping G430. How does it perform with dry ball data? Can it keep up with a Taylormade Stealth 2, a Callaway Paradym, or a Cobra Aerojet? Let's look at that name, Aerojet. This is already well in the lead when it comes to the name and potentially the looks as well. I love that colour scheme. I'm beating around the bush. Let's talk numbers. So straight away for me, when testing inside with the new Ping G430, I wanted to get a sense for that feel, because for me the G425, just as soon as I hit it, I didn't like it. I didn't like the feel, didn't like the sound. And look at that for a drive, by the way. The G430 definitely for me sounded a lot better, felt a lot better, and spoiler alert, performed a lot better as well. Now the shots weren't all perfect, which I quite like when indoor testing. You'll see we are on the 6th hole, I think, here at the farms. Is it the 6th? It's the 4th hole here at the farms. And this is the actual tee shot, what it should look like in real life. But back to the numbers, you will see 156 ball, which for me, for a Ping driver, is quite good. Launching at about 12, 11.8, 2,200 spin, and a carry of 278. For me, all those numbers are pretty good, and they are very much competing with the rest of the clubs of the year, which I couldn't say for G425 for me. Okay, so pretty good numbers there. Definitely something to consider when looking at drivers for 2023. I've never really considered Ping as an option for my bag, so looking at those numbers I definitely would do. And one of the big reasons for that is the sound. So Ping have a new sound structure. It's designed with a kind of internal rib cage and a more arched crown on top. That is designed to make it more, I suppose, audio pleasing. It's definitely worked, because for me the G425 was one of the worst sounding drivers I've ever hit. I'm not going to say the Ping G430 is the best, but it's a hell of a lot better. Right, so we can see we've got the third and final shot here. This was a safe shot, and actually front to back dispersion wise they've all done pretty the same. We've got one of them just in front of that bunker short of the green, and then one just slightly short right. I presume the one short right was the higher floaty one, but again the driver's not really let me down. That is more pilot error for these shots into the wind, and I've still got opportunities to potentially get nice and close after using this Ping G430 driver. Guys, let's hit one last shot into the wind. Let's see if we can play that nice low shot that all kind of golfers who play versatile shots do want. Then we'll have a discussion as to whether it's finding its way near my golf bag for 2023. So guys, one of the things that I've not mentioned about in this club, and it's something that Ping have always done not just consistently well, but incredibly well, is the adjustability on these clubs. So I've got this a standard 9 degree, but in a windy day like this, and I want to kind of hit it down a little bit, would it be easier just to take a little bit of loft off it? And you can see here that I can not only change the loft, but I can also change that line angle if I wanted to as well. I'm going to keep the line angle the same. I'm going to go down a degree. So I'm going to take it to 8 degrees. I think 7.5 would be a touch excessive. You would have to really get to hit up on that ball to get it launching, whereas at 8 degrees, I feel like I can just make the same swing, potentially hit a different flight window, even whilst teeing it quite high. One thing which I'm not a fan of with the Ping adjustments is that the shaft moves round when you do adjust it, whereas with the Callaway and the Titleist they don't. You kind of optifit it to be in the right place. So say if you've worn the grip a bit, it might feel a bit weird. It does sit a little bit open now, I've changed that as well, but let's see if we can just hit a nice low boring shot here. Oh yeah, a little bit of movement on the wind, but that definitely set off quite a lot lower. Obviously it depends how you do deliver that loft dynamically as to if you are going to hit that flight window. Guys, that is my review of the brand new Ping G430 LS Tech Driver. Lots more reviews to come on the whole range and comparisons with the G425. I honestly think there's no comparison. I think Ping have smashed it when it comes to the previous generation. Let me know what you think in the comments. Apart from that, I'll see you all same time tomorrow. Bye.